Well, it's just coming past 7 o'clock now. I'm having myself a quick light breakfast, a cup of coffee, instant coffee this morning, and a couple of slices of whole wheat toast. And I'm going to select a little bit of my favourite honey for that, I think. Yeah, it's a dull grey morning, and it's not a lot going on. I was sending out a video this morning, and I thought the light was so bad because I was just dropping. Well, you'll see that video a little bit later, actually, when I've finished editing it. It was basically just me getting up and dropping Mummy off at work this morning. Yes, it's one of those. This week, unfortunately, I've got to get up early because Richie needs to get into work for just after 6 o'clock. So we are under the cosh to get her to work, and I can't really let her go. She doesn't drive, or she doesn't like to drive, and I don't want her to really use public transport at the moment. She sometimes used to use public transport, and it's cool. I mean, our public transport system here is good, as you know, in the UK, and even I use it sometimes. But it's been with the COVID scenario going on, I just thought it was better to take her myself. I want to talk this morning very quickly about the policy that Boris Johnson will be announcing today regarding better health and the drive to reduce obesity in the UK, or in England, I think. Encouraging people to exercise more, banning the toast. Sorry, that noise is my toast just coming out of the toaster. Banning the advertisement of junk foods, the McDonald's and these sort of things, before, during the day, only after 9 o'clock. I don't know if that really does much good, actually, quite honestly, but anyway. But basically make everyone conscious of the fact that they are unfit, overweight, and have got to do something about it. And I think COVID is being the prime focus for this as well. It's frightening. I think it's a bit of a frightening policy to make people really aware of the fact that by being overweight, if they catch COVID, they've got more chance of dying with COVID because of the unhealthy state of their bodies. So I've just changed my microphone angle there. That's quite a worrying factor, isn't it? You're overweight. So that other noise is me buttering my toast. So you're overweight, therefore you stand more chance of dying with COVID. And that could apply to a good percentage of the population. Youngsters are being measured with obesity when they leave primary school. It's the way we live our lives in this society of ours in the UK. And we are probably the worst at it in the UK. We are far more unhealthy than our continental friends in Europe. And as you know, they always talk about the healthy Mediterranean diet, which we don't have. Sorry, I'm just getting my honey, folks. So yes, the government is now on the drive to say, right, everybody, let's get you all fit and healthy. And I think I think the intention is a good one. I think generally it's a good idea, but I'm not sure how much of the population are going to actually take an active interest in this. That's going to be the question. I think we've always known, all of us, that yes, we can do better for our bodies if we do become strict to our diets and we do maintain regular exercise. I don't think joining gyms has been joining a gym has been much a fashion position over here. I don't know what it's like in other parts of the world, but over here, lots of people join gyms, and yes, they say it's all to get fit and well and healthy. But a lot of them do it as a fashion position and as a status position in society. I've got to be seen at the gym at least 3 times a week, but I must be wearing the correct branded leotard or whatever the case is, or shorts or whatever, or shoes. And I think gyms, yes, there are, don't get me wrong, there are people who go there because they're serious about maintaining a good standard of health, but they then go out at night and sink about 10 pints or 5 vodkas and then finish off with a couple of Drambues. They're not taking it seriously to the extent of they're going to alter their lifestyle or diet. So although the gym may give them some help, it doesn't alter the fact that they're still unfit and they're still putting the wrong things into their body. Yeah, I just bought another brand of honey yesterday. This is a clear set local honey. Wake up to nature. I love my honey, actually. So what's the answer? Well, I'm still going along the same view that I've always had, and that is we're never going to change everything in society. We'll never ban McDonald's from opening up in our town, or KFC or whatever else. Putting higher taxes on them, I don't think is, well, we can try that, but I don't think that's going to make any difference anyway. Any more than it makes any difference on putting higher taxes on alcohol, which we've done. The question is going to be about how we balance our bodies and get the right nutrients into the body to make them healthy. And I come back to some of the basic superfood stuffs. Now these are the things, like moringa, like Morinda citrifolia. These are just 2 that I have an interest in. But these are the things that should be ready and available in all supermarkets. Because they are the things that are... Sorry, I wish I could show you this honey. It's really, really good. What was I saying? Yes, moringa and Morinda citrifolia. These are the products that everybody should have in their diet. And everybody took these regularly in their diet, regardless of what else they're eating, they would start inching towards getting their bodies into a much healthier shape. It would work in making the liver function properly and the kidneys, and it would improve circulation. It would get the balance right in the bloodstream, and therefore you would also then, as a supplement especially, the desire to want to eat too much of the wrong things would go away as well. Now these superfoods, as they're called by the experts, aren't really superfoods. They're just naturally grown products that grow in other parts of the world. Like bananas and like oranges do. But we choose to put those in the background and have them available in exclusive health shops and charge exorbitant prices for them. We don't have to do that. I mean, moringa, for example, could be put into bread production in bakeries, cake production, confectionery production, drinks production in terms of all kinds of beverages, both hot and cold beverages. It has the capability of adapting and being used in all of those production lines. And by using it, you then add significant value of health and well-being to the consumer. I was talking about nutrients that get into the small shellfish yesterday. That the scientists at Cambridge University are working on. Well, the same can be said for products like moringa that could be put into the food chain in a similar way in bread and confectionery, etc. It's that adaptable. We want to put poppy seeds into our bread. I mean, I'm eating now a nice whole wheat bread. What's in it? Let me just check. Okay, it's a multi-grain batch, enriched and topped with mixed grains and seeds, batch baked for softness. We'll just see where's the ingredients. There should be something in here. Wheat, iron, mixed grains and seeds, malt, barley, oats, rye, wheat bran, yeast, salt. You see, they put in here as well a certain amount of preservative, which is something. I mean, they have to do it because they want to supply Tesco nationwide. So we live with a lot of these impurities in the food. But you put something like a moringa into that, you straight away are getting something in your body that you're not getting in there at the moment. I'm not saying this is bad for us. This is actually pretty good. If everybody just ate this bread, actually, this multigrain bread, it would be better than eating white bread. But I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. It's certainly taking a pandemic to bring it to the table again in the terms of health and what we put in our bodies. Before the pandemic started, I was conscious and aware, and I made several statements and reports about it. Some of you will remember, where I talked about the health food industry being the main growth part of the retail industry as a whole. It was the only part of the retail industry category that was showing signs of growth, good growth. Every other sector was either level or showing negative growth. So there has been a leaning definitely towards more health foods. And health food shops have been springing up throughout the country. But it's the health food shops at the moment which are supplying certain products like Moringa, but at these exorbitant prices. I want to see the Moringa and products like that in our general food supermarkets, educating the public on the goodness of certain things in there. Now, I know we have labelling standards and colour code systems that give us the extension of how much sugar we have in the product, how much fat we have in the product, etc. Yeah, I'm going beyond that. I'm talking about products that actually have superfood qualities that do make a difference to blood pressure, that do make a difference to kidney function, diabetes, etc. Well, I've got to get on here and finish up, and then I'll catch you guys later, probably with a video. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.